Good morning, YouTube. It is Monday, September 17th. I had to look at my board. We are actually on a 2-hour delay because of the flooding from Hurricane Florence. We really didn't get it very badly at all, but I think they were just taking precautions. Some people were out of power because of trees fallen and that kind of thing, and there were some low-lying spots that had quite a bit of water from all the rain. So this morning I did go ahead. I came in pretty close. I was here just about 8 o'clock, so it wasn't like regular time for me, but I did come fairly early considering that it was a 2-hour delay. I got my spelling city set up for the week because I forgot to take those groups home, so I knew I printed all my material for it and I just forgot to put that together, and I wasn't able to assign the groups in Spelling City or Words Their Way. So I wasn't able to assign those groups because I didn't know which kids were in which group. So I actually have 4 spelling groups this time. I'm actually going to try to do some things digitally, and I'll definitely vlog about that when I get that set up. I'm going to work on that this afternoon a little bit, I think. But I'm actually going to set it up digitally where that I only meet with 2 of my groups and the other 2 groups watch me on a video so that they can see how to sort their words, because I feel like they can do it independently with just a little bit of guidance. I'm also going to try that for some other things this year and use Seesaw as a way to keep tabs on that. And that's probably what I'm going to put in my presentation to do for NC Ties. And I'm going to do some documentation about that so that I can get that running more smoothly in my classroom and not feel like that I'm pulled in a million directions and still get to see that my kids are on target. I'll definitely keep you up to date on the Words Their Way and some other things that I'm doing with the videos and with Seesaw. So my kids are starting to come in now, so I will talk to you later. Hello, my YouTube friends. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about what I was saying this morning that I was going to do. So I have all of my kids' sorts right here. I picked up 2 of the same ones. Whoops. I have my sort 1, my sort 10, sort 15, and then I have to find my sort 13 because I pulled out the wrong one. But what I decided that I'm going to do with this is I am going to actually put these in a sort, demonstrating for my kids how they need to be sorted and go through the words. And then tomorrow they'll actually watch their sort. And I think for right now, since we got into Google Classroom, I'm gonna do it eventually through Seesaw, but I think right now, since they just got into Google Classroom and I need to use that to show them some things, that I'm actually gonna put it into Google Classroom. And then I can like delete it out and pull it back in, but I can show you what that looks like. And let me just tell you, getting into Google Classroom today was a hot mess. I had a lot of tears. I was ready to cry. And the problem is I have 23 students. Some of them are very capable of putting it all in themselves and they didn't have any trouble. A lot of them needed help, and that's fine. I don't mind that they need help because that's just where they are developmentally. And I did have some wonderful student helpers, like 1st grade student helpers, who would come in and come out, they got logged in themselves, and then they could go around and help others. But then the problem came up that kids who needed help and finally eventually got in wanted to also be helpers, and I was like, if you needed help yourself, you can't be a helper. And so they were upset about that. Other kids just kept calling out my name, calling out that they needed help, yelling out across the room. And like I said, there are 23 students, 1 of me. And the bad thing about it is with Google Classroom, there's a lot of steps to that. Our email addresses are their first and last name and a number, and then at burke.k12.nc.us. So they had to type all of that, and then they had to type their big, long PowerSchool number. And before we could do that, we had to log the other people out because our iPads weren't reset last year. So I had to go around and do that, and then they had to log that in. Once they got in, if they were still enrolled in a classroom from last year, we had to unenroll them from that, and then they had to put in the class code. So it was a lot of steps. Now, I mean, it did some of them, it really took them no time at all. And if we were farther along in the year, I could have pulled them in small groups. The problem with pulling first graders in small groups is, what are the other kids going to be doing? And that's the biggest problem that I have. So today, all I wanted them to do once they got in is, and I'll pull this around so that you can see, I actually had, this is our Google page, and it may look weird because it's not a screenshot, it's just literally me videoing my computer screen. But I just put this little assignment, copy your planner for the week, and then once they click on it, it just pulls up their planner of what our day is like, our week is like, and they just copy that in there. The other thing that I have in there is our morning work. Our morning work choice board, and it just has some things that they need to do in the mornings whenever they come in. And we haven't really started that yet, but we are. And that's what they'll have a choice to do when they come in. So like I said, I was going to put their sorts in Seesaw as an activity, but I think I'm going to put the video of them in my Google Classroom. They have to find the sort that they are. So if they're sort 15, sort 10, or whatever, they find that sort, and then they will watch that sort and sort their words and then take a picture on Seesaw. And I don't think that's too complicated for them. They should be able to do that because we did it last week. We just did a whole group. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take those videos and post them on there. They won't actually be on my YouTube channel. They'll just be private or unpublished on my YouTube channel. But that way I can have them on there and they'll be able to be uploaded to show them. Okay, boys and girls, this is sort 1. And this is the beginning consonants for B, which sounds like B, 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 R, 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 S, 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 M, 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 M. And what you have to do with this sort is Okay, so each person in our group has a stack of stars and a stack of moons. And what we're going to do is we are going to make all the way. Okay. So what I need you to do is to open your math notebook to the very first page and fold that page over.
Like this? Yeah.
Just like that.
I can't see it.
And now you're going to turn your page so that it's this way. The dots are going to be at the top. How are you? 8 ways to make 6. So we're going to start off with 6 stars. So put those 6 stars.
Hey, put your pencil.
6.
Okay. I'm not done.
Right at the very end.
I'm not okay, done. I'll put this into the door.
Put plus 0 equals 6.
Plus 0 equals 6. Also, 6 and it says plus 0 equals 6.
Now, we need to put 5 stars underneath that.
6. Oh gosh, you're catching up with me. I can't catch 0 equals. Oh my gosh. 6. Okay, more. We're gonna have to add how many? 6.
5.
5 stars. Now where's my?
So we need to glue down. So we need to put a plus sign before you glue. Put a plus sign and put 1 moon. And then put equals 6.
Okay, but do we glue the moon down? I'm so confusing.
How many stars do we need?
Mom, I want you to.
How many stars do we need?
3.
We just had 6. Then we had 5.
3. 4.
4. So put 4 stars.
I know what we're doing. We're doing a pattern.
We are doing a pattern.
To 0, and the moons get bigger.
Why are the moons going to get bigger?
Because the other number that's making it equal 6.
Because they all equal 6, exactly. Okay, so then we're going to put our plus sign. And now how many moons?
Where's my pencil? 2.
2 moons.
So now.
Okay, so does everybody have these 3 things on their screen? If you do, give me a thumbs up.
I have.
Okay, if you don't, give me a thumbs down so I can see that I need to help somebody. You do not. Tap that blue box. There you go. And now it'll pull up. So now everybody has it, right?
Yes.
You don't. What do you have? You tap the back button. See the arrow up there in the top corner? Up in the top corner, I think. Okay. Now, right here at the very top, that's the one that you're going to click that has a lot of words in there. Right here. So click that. And then once it opens, it has 4 different, those are actually movies. You are 15. You're sort 15. So after you watch it, did you watch yours, Legion?
Mine's not working.
You are sort 10. So you gotta click that and watch it.
But mine's not working.
Watch it. So you're gonna watch it and then you're gonna sort. After you watch it, then you're gonna sort your words like that. Now, if you're not sure, you can re-watch it so you can make sure that you sort them the same way if you're not exactly sure how to sort it. No, and a good choice. Good job. She's getting it done. Macy's sorting hers. Sorted.
Okay, now
Oh, this one's missing part of its word. But you know that's pet.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay, so then you can put that back in your bag.
It has half of the okay, I understand
Okay.
it now.
Did you get yours sorted?
Yes. I'm doing it.
Are you getting yours sorted?
Yep, not crying.
No, you're not. You're doing great. Give me 5. I love it. You'll have to brag your dad. Are you getting them sorted, Thomy? So put them by the level. Did you see how I did them there? So you do yours that way. Good morning, my YouTube friends. It is Wednesday, September 19th, and I wanted to give a quick update before my kiddos got here. Let me move this. That light is terrible there. Well, that's not much better. I'm still in the shadow. So yesterday, I used the video that I was talking about for my sorts. I do need to change it just a little bit because my kids had a hard time of finding their specific sort, so I've got to do some changes for that. But other than that, the sort on the video worked amazing. It was phenomenal. They all were able to sort. They were able to pause when they weren't able to keep up. So every person was able to complete their sort. And the good thing about it is not only were they all able to complete their sort, but my fast workers and my quick thinkers were not having to wait on all the rest of the class to get to the same point as them. They were able to work at their own pace. And of course I monitored. Like, I did not pull a group during that time. I just walked around and monitored. The thing that I'm gonna have to change about it is, and I'm definitely changing this before I do the test tomorrow, they didn't know what sort they were. They didn't know what, like, words that they had. So this time, whenever that I put it on there, I'm gonna actually put their name in the comments of it, and that way they'll be able to find their name and know which one that they're supposed to go to. And tomorrow is Friday, and today is Wednesday. So I'm gonna record it when we have our test on Friday. Sorry, I'm off. My days are crazy this week. But when we have our test on Friday, they're actually gonna go in and find their name and take that spelling test from those words, because I have 4 groups. And so I was trying to figure out how in the world I was going to give 4 spelling tests and be able to manage that. And I knew that would be way too difficult for me. I just wouldn't be able to do 4 groups in the time slot that we have. I would basically be given spelling tests all week. And my first idea was that I was going to do my spelling test in Spelling City. And that's great, but I feel like I want a little bit more control, and I want something to show for their test. So I feel like if I do it this way, I'm going to actually record myself giving each one of the tests, and then they're going to play it, and they can pause when they get to a word that they don't like. They take more time, and the ones that are faster can get finished with that and be completed with it. So I'm really excited about that, and that's just one aspect of this video, pause, play, post idea. I have a lot more that I'm going to be doing this school year, so I will definitely keep you updated on that. Hope you have a blessed day.
How big are you, Sally? How big you now you can put it. Don't we?
Okay, so let's review right quick what you're going to do with your partner. So with your partner, you are going to get a cup. And how many chips are in this cup? 8. Everybody's cup has 8 chips. And you're going to put those 8 chips out on the table. You're going to get out your cover sheet, just one. You don't need 2. You're going to hide the cup behind the cover sheet, and you're going to put some chips inside the cup. And they're only going to see the chips that are outside of the cup. So then you take the cover sheet away. There are 3 chips outside the cup. How many are inside? When you know, touch your nose. Whisper it in your hand and say it. 5. How do you know there's 5?
Because there's 3 and you take away 3.
If you take away 3 from 8, it's 5. Or you add 5 plus 3. What did we talk about yesterday? So that's what you're going to do with your partner. If you understand what you're supposed to do, give me a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Perfect. Okay.
It was in reverse.
How did you know, Gavin? Say that again.
So I was gonna put 6 in and the 2 out, and I knew it was an 8 take away 2 because 7, 6 points there. I didn't know it was going to be in reverse, and I already knew it.
Okay, guess, and then see if your guess is right. Have y'all already done it? You done one?
Guess 7. Yes.
Oh, how did you know that?
Because 7, 8 take away 1 is 7.
Perfect. I love it. How's it going?
Good.
You like this?
Yeah. I like it.
You like it?
No peace.
Now, where's your cup?
Where
Oh, did he already get it right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he did, and he like.
Oh, he guessed the wrong thing? Okay, keep guessing. Boys and girls are doing what's called a blind sort with their spelling words. So they have them in a pile, and then they pull it over and they have to read it, and the other person guesses or tries to spell the word and put it where it belongs without looking at the word. And this is our first time doing a blind sort. We haven't done this one before. And I like the way that they're helping each other and trying to coach each other on which word it is. They're doing a great job.